X Harper, WWE 2K20, patch 1.07 part 2. Okay, so for those of you who were with me in the last video, the game froze on me at this point. Hi, Kyle. It's working now, okay? So I'm back in. I'm not stuck anymore. The game's working. We're all good. So I'm going to have a look at some of these side plates then. So I was told that gold dust was still in here. I'm assuming this is the area. But I will go into some of the others. Hopefully it won't keep crashing on me by just having a look around. Still looking for... Oh my gosh, you're absolutely right. Well, here's the thing. Here's the thing I'm going to say about gold dust. WE own the rights to the name Gold Dust. The same way as WWE own the rights to Stone Cold Steve Austin. What I will say is this. I didn't know that they own the rights to Chris Jericho. So Jericho is still on the side plate. I love the fact that Jericho still has side plates on the game. That's probably going to be one of the screenshots that I put up for this one. But Gold Dust, WE own his rights. That character name was a creation of Vince McMahon and etc. etc. So they're allowed to put his likeness and name wherever they want. The same way as you'll never hear Stone Cold Steve. You'll never hear Steve Austin use his Stone Cold name without it being attached to something WWE. He's not allowed because WE own the rights to the name Stone Cold Steve Austin. So these are just little bits of like side information that you need to know about these games and how they work. That makes me mad because some of you are going to say, well, why isn't Goldust still in the game? Well, they won't put Goldust in the game because Dusty Rhodes is still the guy behind the mask, and they don't want to promote Dusty. They won't want to promote him as a person. They don't mind Goldust, but they're not going to want to promote him as a wrestler, because if they do that, people are going to ask the question, where is he now? And then they're going to go and find AEW, and they're going to go and watch AEW. So that's why they won't put him in. Let's have a look for Dean Ambrose. If I do go past him, just let me know. The Bulldog side plates here, which is great. Vader, who was the biggest drop-off from the game. I was so mad about him not being in. Wow, there you go. So Dean Ambrose still in the game. There he is. Big Show is in there, Kyle. So Dean Ambrose is still in the game on the side plates. That's so weird that they've allowed some of these to be back in. Again, Dean Ambrose will be owned. The name will be owned by WWE, which is why they're allowed to put it in the game. It's why Dean Ambrose has changed his name to John Moxley. He's probably not allowed legally to use the name Dean Ambrose because it's a WE creation. They've added a few... There's loads of rock ones in here. That is the worst looking WWE symbol I've ever seen. You can hardly tell that that's what it's meant to say. Why didn't they clean these up a little bit? It wouldn't have been that hard. Like, anybody with Photoshop could have done this. It's just real lazy. And I said it last time as well. Like, they were so lazy with the way that they cut all these images out. It's like they forgot to delete all of the parts outside of them. They've definitely cleaned some of these up. That's what I will say. 100% they've cleaned some of these up. Still look crap though, but they have cleaned them up at least. Poor guys. What is that picture? Why is it black in the picture and then it's gold on the belt? Okay. I'm so relieved it lets me flip between the two. So you can have all the front plate stuff as well. That's all standard. You guys know all this. Nothing new here. Some of them, like, I love the Brahma Bull that they have on this one. And the same with the Smoking Skull. Like, you can tell that they've literally just deleted the F from that WWE logo. My gosh, this is so lazy. Why didn't they just, like... They could have easily deleted that logo and just put the new one over it. That's so funny that they've blatantly deleted... It's not centered anymore because they've deleted the F. Good for them, though, for trying. ECW ones are back in. Oh, World Television. They've actually put the television. That's new. That is 100% new, guys. I don't remember them having this because I created the television title last year. Wait, what the heck? When did they add this in? This is brand new. I have never seen this. They've added the television championship belt. I need to look at titles. That's... Okay, I'm going to give them a bit of credit for that. If they've added that back, that's awesome. Wow, they've actually added that title back into the game. So last year I made... Yeah, Matt, I did. I found the Dean Ambrose thing. So basically what I've just found is something really important. And you guys... I'm not going to add it. You guys can all add it to the game. I don't give a crap anymore about this thing. But there is something new that they've added to the game that they... I don't know when they added this, but it's really great that they have. Firstly, they've added that. I don't remember that being in this section before. They've added some new front plates, basically, so that you can essentially create more titles. Wow, they've added that in. That's awesome. I think that was there before. But I'm so glad they've added some of the new stuff. So there are some things in here that are brand new. Okay, all of the ECW stuff, they've actually added the World Television title front plate. This is... I have not seen this in the game this year. So I'm really, really happy about this. Because this was about the... Last year I had the most downloaded television title for ECW. Because I recreated this belt. But they've actually added the front plate in. So you can make the belt. That's actually really cool. The belts do look crap in this game. Glory Kid, I agree with you. But I am happy. In fact, bear with me a minute because I'm just going to screenshot this one because this is one that I want to use for my video thumbnails. Is I send stuff. What I do is I position it and then send it to myself, and then I use it basically for the thumbnails that I do. I really love the fact that they've allowed us to have that in the game. They've also given us some of the other elements. They've given us all the parts to it so we can create it ourselves as well. That's new. I've never seen them do that before, and that's really cool that they've done that. Very, very pleased. Cruiserweight. They've added that. I don't know why, but they have. I'm just, again, I might be wrong with some of this stuff. But definitely the ECW, that's all new. What it looks like they've done is that they've gone over everything. I don't remember that being in here either. What they've done is they've clearly revisited the ECW section, and they've added some of the elements back in. I don't know why they've just done that, but they have. They didn't do that last year, Matt. You couldn't add that last year. I know because I created the belt last year, and I had like 10,000 or something downloads for the ECW television title, and I had to create it myself because they didn't have the parts. Unless you're talking about a different part. But... Oh, sorry. Yes, that's right. Yeah, I know that they do that. It's just really cool. It's good that they've done that. That's definitely something that I wish they'd added in the beginning. I don't even remember them having this NXT logo. It feels like they've added a whole bunch of extras, basically. I'm really stoked about that, but... there's nothing I can do about it anyway because I don't play this crappy game. It's just a pity they've added something good and we can't use it. I hope they keep that for next year. That'll be really cool if they do that with loads of... I wish they would do that with loads of the other old belts that they own the rights to. Oh, Glory Kids bringing EA into the argument. I mean, I'm sure that they would do a good job, but I don't think EA would want to associate with WE. I think they said when they worked with WCW, I remember them saying that they didn't really want to get involved with wrestling in the first place, and they regretted it because the games weren't very good and they didn't have the heart for it. There are more arena parts added. Is that DLC though? Because obviously if it's DLC, I'm really not too bothered about DLC parts. Oh, they've added that Daniel Bryan belt there. Look, some of these are probably already in the game, by the way. So forgive me if I point something out and it's like, no, this was already on the game. I'm sure there are going to be some that are already on here. I'm trying to think which would be... I'm having a look just to see what they've added, basically. I'm just curious to know if they've added any new stuff. In fact, it should be at the bottom, I imagine, if it's new. I do kind of wish they would add... I hate the fact that Nitro has been added with, and it's like a crappy little logo. This one's much better. I don't know why they've added the two different logos for Monday Nitro. I assume maybe that's something to do with an arena if you create an arena again. Some of these I haven't looked at, by the way, before, so for some of it, it's just new for me, full stop. I don't know why they've doubled up on some of these logos. That's really weird. And I've said this before for people who don't know. I wish that they would add more WCW logos. They own the rights to all of them, except for Bash at the Beach by the looks of things, because that's just been trademarked by AEW now, so... They own Bash at the Beach, so we won't see a Bash at the Beach on this game anytime soon. Okay, so that's... I mean, the custom belts, I'm at least happier about the fact that they've added it. What about the 24/7? They haven't added it, as far as I know. But let's have a look. Let's see if they've added any of them. I can't believe that... Sorry. Let's see what titles are in here and see if they've added any more. So, the television title is not here by the looks of things. So they've given us the ability to create the television title for ECW, but they haven't given us the actual belt itself. What the heck? I don't remember this belt. What is this? The Raw Tag Team Championship looks really weird. Let's just give it these two. I don't know what that is. Maybe I've downloaded a belt or something. I don't know why I would download that. That's a crap looking belt. Daniel Bryan's, I believe that was on here anyway. Again, what I would love to see them change, just so that you guys know, I would love to see them add an option where... What I want them to do, basically, is to take away the numbers from the belts. And I want them to just call it... to have an intercontinental belt that you can then... pick the look of that title from a drop-down list. So instead of having like 3 separate titles with 3 separate title histories, I'd rather them just have like the new Intercontinental belt, which obviously isn't in the game, but then there would be a drop-down list and you could literally just pick the way that the belt looks. That way, it would keep the title history for all of the belts. And all you would have to do is change the look of the title whenever you wanted. That way, when you're in Europe, when you're in the universe mode, if, for example, you want somebody to have the new one, you could give them that one. And if, say, another wrestler wins it and you want them to have a different color, you could then just switch it in a subcategory rather than having to change the actual title over to the new person. That way you would still keep all of like the history and the information and the data. Okay, I've got a 24/7, but this hasn't been added. As far as I'm aware, this is the old one, right? I know that I uploaded one, so there we go. So these two are custom. I want to delete these things. I think when the game started, I downloaded a couple to test if it worked. Because obviously there were problems when it first came around. So that was cool. That was nice to know that we've discovered something new in this second part. We know that they've added a few reliefs to the Creator Championship, including the ECW television title. They haven't added any belts, which is a shame. I'm considering they've added the actual relief. You would have thought that they would add the 24/7 title and some of the others as well, and loading downloaded custom titles in the game. Matt, I've heard about that, and I don't want to download any belts. I've heard that it crashes the game. Let's have a look then at... Let's have a look at the hair stuff. Let's see if Dolph Ziggler still has weird hair. Like I said to you guys before, if you've got anything that you want me to check, leave it in the comments section and we'll have a look at it. Oh, I was starting Farouk. Actually, that Farouk doesn't look too bad, but I was starting to create him and I couldn't be bothered because I hate this game so much. But I was starting to make a Farouk core. You might see some of the guys that I'm starting to make and then they're just like randomly not on here. Let's see if, in fact, let's have a look at Hulk Hogan because I've got his NWO attire and I want to see if they've screwed over his entrance still, which I'm sure they have, by the way. Let's do something old school. Let's go SmackDown. Is there still infinite stomps? No 3-limit rule, yet like in other games where you automatically reverse after 3 strikes to keep it fair. I'm pretty sure you can... Is that in... Kevin, are you talking about online mode? Or is that just in the game in general? Because honestly, I don't know. But I would assume that I would assume there's no limit. Okay, so we're going to look at Dolph Ziggler's hair, just so that you know.
Show off.
Want to see if his hair gets elasticated again. My prediction is that it will be the same.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Making his way to the ring from Hollywood, Florida.
Okay, his hair's moving. But is it elastic?
Dolph Ziggler.
Dolph Ziggler really can do it all. He's an actor, he's a stand-up comic, he's a social media influencer. There's truly nothing Dolph can't do.
Yeah,
I see, Kevin. I get what you're saying.
Him enjoying the sound of his own voice.
Well, Saxton, you're just jealous because no one loves the sound of your voice.
Not even your own family.
And on top of that, this match will undoubtedly have a big impact on where these guys
You know what?
stand.
I don't know. I didn't notice it that time. I don't know whether I missed it, but I didn't notice any glitch with his hair. It actually looks like they might have fixed Dolph Ziggler's hair.
Following a loss isn't necessarily out of the question.
Now, here comes the most ridiculous of all. So this is my Hollywood Hulk Hogan that I created. still the title glitching through the cloth.
From Hollywood, California, weighing in at 251 pounds, the WWE Champion, Hollywood.
So what I want to see is whether his feather boas appear in the ring, and he rips off his old shirt, or whether they've deleted it, knowing that I've added different custom layers to his outfit.
Sports entertainment with the NWO, and came back to have even more epic battles against the likes of Mr. McMahon, The Rock, and Shawn Michaels.
Suffice to say, I think we'll be seeing Hollywood Hogan run wild one more time tonight.
Again, my prediction's going to be that it's going to be broken. Here we go. I love it, man.
Who could forget the infamous night at
Still
WrestleMania 18
broken.
when Hogan went one-on-one with the Great One. Truly one of the most magnificent moments in the history of this business. One of the only superstars to hold both the WCW.
Okay, so we've got... It looks like they've fixed Dolph Ziggler's hair. I'm not sure. We're going to find out maybe in the match, but it looked fixed to me.
The bell rings and set for action as Dolph
Wow,
Ziggler,
he just...
man who has real talent and ability in the ring, but
By the way, I'm
spends
crap at
most
the
of his
game.
time
I don't play this, so
and deriding his fellow superstars.
if I'm not good at it, it doesn't
Then you
even
have
matter.
Hollywood Hogan, a highly decorated competitor who can overpower you with one arm tied behind his back. And that other arm would still have a 24-inch python on it, brother.
Oh, and the rolling neck snap.
Got to leave his little head scarf on for Hogan. Oh, I might check his little head glitch and see if his hair's still broken. Wait, why is Hogan rolling away?
High risk. Missed by a large margin on that one.
Why did he roll away? He would have hit him if he'd have just stood still.
Wasn't expecting that. Ziggler
Oh, the referee's down.
showing off if you can back it up.
I'm not noticing Ziggler's hair being a problem at the moment. I mean, it doesn't look great, don't get me wrong. The physics aren't great, but the elasticity that was there before seems to have disappeared.
Dolph Ziggler gets the cover. Kicks out on the pinfall attempt.
It's way too early.
All right, that's it for that one. So, okay, so the hair looks a little bit better on Dolph Ziggler. Hogan, I can't believe Hulk Hogan's flipping attire just stays on. It's like, it just goes to show that 2K don't consider these things. They don't think about the small details. Like, if you're going to allow people to customize entrance attire, well, people are going to customize the entrance attire, so you've got to make sure that when they do, that it doesn't do the default entrance if it involves ripping off clothing or taking something off. It just doesn't make sense. They used to do that. They used to simply remove the item from the entrance. If you change the outfit, it would just say we've removed certain items because, and then it wouldn't do it. It just wouldn't. He might show himself ripping off his top, but it wouldn't do anything. There would be nothing there, which would be fine. I mean, I could deal with that. Like I said, what they need is a second entrance for Hogan that doesn't involve him doing the ripping of the tank top or whatever it is, because and in his NWO days he didn't do that. So I don't know why they haven't just done the simple thing and put an NWO entrance in there for him. Worst part of this game is my opinion above all of the glitches and the bad graphics, etc., is the terrible controls. Yeah, I mean, I agree. I hate the controls on this game. I've already said that, but I haven't played it. Maybe I would like it if I got used to it. I hate the fact that they've made a finisher a 2-button move. That is the stupidest thing they ever could have done. They said that they were going to make the game easier, and in my opinion, they've made the controls harder. I don't like the fact that reversal's a triangle. I much prefer reversal. In fact, I've said it before, EA allow you to customize your controls. So does every decent game out there. Even Call of Duty allows you to change the controls, and you can assign buttons wherever you want. And I wish that it would just let you assign buttons the way that you want to, rather than the way that the game wants you to. It just goes to show that they're not very good developers, because they can't create a coding that allows you to change the buttons without damaging or destroying the way that the game plays. It's just bad development. That's what it comes down to. So any other problems, let me know. Both in-game and online. Kevin, that's what you were saying. It wasn't just online. The infinite stomp. I'm assuming you mean just you keep stomping somebody. I mean, I'm happy to try that. But I'm assuming that you can. I'm pretty sure that you can just keep hitting somebody as much as you want. And it doesn't, like, automatically reverse it. Okay, what I'm going to do is look at some of the superstars because I want to see... I just want to have a look at some of the faces. I'm just going to have a look at some of the models here and have a look at... Yeah, Becky Lynch doesn't look any different. Her hair looks atrocious. Well, we all know that they sorted Bianca Belair out last time. They resolved that glitch. Booker T's back without the stupid crown thing. Bret Hart's hair was longer than that. I don't understand why it's so short. Brooklyn Von Braun. I'm assuming she's, like, just in the game regularly. Some of these are still new to me, by the way. So if you're like, why is he surprised that he's seeing people? It's because I didn't realize they were even going to be added to the game. I hate all these fake characters they've added. Like, why couldn't they just make the game properly? I'm so annoyed about that. John Cena with his old man hairstyle. I don't think I've seen that before. He looks kind of hilarious there. I didn't even know they added that hairstyle to the game. He looks so bad. So some of the outfits you'll notice, like with Kevin Nash, you'll be like, hold on, that's not on the game. Yeah, it's not. I created it. So I expected better from the game, so some of them I was hoping that things would be fixed. So I started creating some stuff, but I didn't get very far. Matt Riddle looks like he's got dreadlocks. Still waiting to see Randy Savage. I love seeing... Ricky Steamboat is the one that I laugh at the most. There's my Paul Orndorff. Not available. Because I couldn't be bothered to put him on. I can't... This is the biggest joke in the whole game. Why they put Ribby on... Oh my gosh, look at Steamboat's hair. Oh dear. Ricky Steamboat's hair on this game is the best. He's got like a bowl cut with a mullet. They have combined the two worst haircuts that you could possibly have and stuck them together, and then poor Ricky the Dragon Steamboat. I feel so sorry for him. Rhonda's got her weird hair. Oh, they're way more interested in the NBA game, but it's funny that it's a crap game. So again, the whole I've uploaded loads of parts for Scott Hall, so he's got his NWO attire. I don't know why Michaels his hair looks a bit different. That's a braid at the front, right? He's got a tiny little bit of braided hair on his front. That's weird. Again, Sting's hair should be longer than that. And I don't remember his hair being so straight either. I always didn't understand that. Some of the models, to me, maybe I'm wrong, but a couple of these models do look changed. The Warrior's hair is the worst. Every year they get it wrong. I mean, last year was actually pretty close. They were definitely moving in the right direction last year with the hair, and then they screwed it up. X-Pac looks a little bit... That doesn't... I think I've seen better core X-Pacs than that one. I think he looks better in game from what I remember. So, okay, that's those guys. I just wanted to check that. Yeah, I didn't like Sting 99. That was the thing. I think that 97, 98 clearly were the best Sting characters, so I don't know why they wouldn't have made the 97 version, especially with Hogan in the game. Like, they've missed out on so many opportunities that they could have done. Why there aren't WCW arenas in this game, I don't know. And I can't create them because I can't upload them. So if there's anything else, let me know, because we've been on here a while now. We've been looking at different things, and we've found out that, I don't know whether it's just me, have a look in your game if you can upload an arena that a new arena that you've created. So create a new arena, try and upload it, and let me know if it works, because for me it doesn't work. I cannot upload arenas on my game. We found out that they've added side plates for the custom belts, but more importantly for me, they've actually added the ECW television title front plate to the game, which is a really cool addition. Doesn't really help that the game's crap and I'm never going to get to experience it in the game, but the point is you can create the ECW television title now. That's been a really good addition. The hair for Dolph Ziggler looks like it's been fixed, which is another good thing. Minor good thing, but it's still good. I want to try and at least be as fair to them as possible. Still seeing some weird glitches during the wrestling matches. The first one that I had with Eddie Guerrero and Roddy Piper went weird. That looked odd. His hands like flayed out really weird as he was doing some sort of hold. So there's some parts of it that look good. Most of it is bad. They've destroyed creating arena mode for me, so I won't be playing WWE2K20 until that's fixed. You can't upload arenas either, Matt. That's horrible, but reassuring. Cody Roy, did the update fix anything? Do I still have the... Cody, stay with... Do I still have to put date to... My date's 2020 and it's not crashing, so... I don't think the date is an issue in the game. I haven't changed the date in my game, and it's worked okay. Tried the arena. Joseph, thank you again for that. So, clearly, uploading new arenas is a problem. So, for me, they've broken the one mode that I use. That's the mode that has always been my big thing. Last year, I had... 200,000 downloads. I can't even remember. It was a heck of a lot of downloads. Most of those came from my arenas. This year I've uploaded 8 arenas and got 3,000 downloads. But then, that's a good. Can you interact with the water in the new DLC arena? Kevin, I'm going to say that's going to be a hard no. There's no way that 2K are smart enough to do that. I haven't actually downloaded. I haven't even got it to try. But I'm telling you now, knowing the developers, there's no way that you'll be able to interact with the water, because you couldn't interact with any of these if I'm correct. See, I haven't even uploaded the Wasteland Wanderers. I gave no craps for this game. I just don't care. So I haven't even downloaded any of this. To me, this downloadable content is the worst that I've seen so far. If I have another video on my channel, have a look at it. It explains what I would have done in these 4 slots, and I think that you'll probably enjoy watching that video. It basically, I think if my memory's right, I would have done a Legends pack here, I would have done an NXT and an NXT UK pack here, and then I think I would have done like a current roster update here, and then something else here, like a fantasy one or whatever. But the idea would have been to give us more superstars rather than all of this garbage fantasy stuff. I don't care for all of the customization things, like the new weapons. They should just add that into the game for free at the beginning. What I would want to pay for is new wrestlers. So if you give me legends in one pack, give me 10 new legends, give me 10 new wrestlers from NXT and NXT UK that aren't in the game. Maybe give me a few new wrestlers that are in the current roster, even belts and things like that. All of the arenas that we're missing. Like, give us updates for the newest arenas. Don't rely on the community just to create them on their own, but give us new stuff to be able to create. And then, of course, you've got moves and all that sort of stuff. Can you change match rules online now? I don't actually play online. I've never played a match online, so I don't know is the simple answer. This is all new to me. I just don't even know what this is. I don't want to play a match online because I'll feel bad because I'll want to back out because I'm testing stuff. But my assumption would be that it'll be the same as before. Yeah, I only got Bump in the Night for the Fiend. It's the only reason I got the game. And then when they put it behind a play wall, not a paywall, but a play wall, I just thought that was a bit of an insult. So I didn't even bother playing it. So I still don't have the Fiend because I was just like, there's no way I'm doing that. A private one. How do you create a private match? Is it in a lobby? Do I create a lobby? Yeah, I don't mind if the characters are in the DLC, but what I do mind is the thing that I have an issue with is that they shouldn't make you play through a mode in order to unlock it. You should always have the option to just get the guy straight away, because for people like me who play... Okay, I'm going to create a new lobby then. So for people like me who love to play universe mode, and last year I put a load of effort into my universe mode, it's really important that I get the characters into the game as soon as possible. I don't want to play other modes to be able to get those characters. I just want them. And I would pay for that, which is why I usually pay for the accelerator as well, because that gives me everything straight away so I don't have to unlock anything. And the reason I've paid that money is so I don't have to spend time unlocking stuff. So for me, it's like, if you've got the accelerator, you should always have the option to unlock everything, regardless of, having to fight through to earn characters. Make it manual so that we can choose, because some people probably love to play through and earn characters. I don't. I just want the characters. So for me, it was a bit of a pee take for them to do that. And I mean, I've not forgiven them over a load of stuff, and I certainly don't want to forgive them now. Match rules. It just says all this. This is what match rules come up as, Kevin. So you just get like, let's try normal. It won't let me go in and change anything else. So I'm assuming that's what you wanted to look for. Yep. Glad that we sorted that without me going in. Because I would have gone in and then tried to like back out. I don't want to fight somebody on this game. I'm going to be crap online. Never played this game before online in my life. I don't think I've ever played a wrestling game online. It just feels weird. I've heard too many complaints over the past years as well on the online mode. Oh, it's always any game that you play online is going to be toxic. I'm bad at it. I get bad when I play FIFA. That's my sort of kryptonite, if you like. So what else? What else do we want to look at? Do you want to see if there's anything added? What I'm trying to think of is music. Sometimes they add like entrances and music. So I'm going to have a look through that. Keep your eyes open and let's see if we can find something. I'm just going to use... Let's use a custom superstar as like a... I can't wait to do my... I kind of want to get back to finishing my Farouk off. Because his face scan actually came out really cool. So I might get back and finish Farouk and get him uploaded. As you can see, Al Snow's here. I've got Paul Orndorff and Lance Storm that I'm making. I did all of these before the face scan changes, so I may actually go and redo all of them, funnily enough. Farouk was the first one I think that I did without any of those changes, so there's that. The Rock, Mankind. Let's do The Rock. It'll be funny to watch The Rock doing new stuff. Ugh. Yeah, 2K is... To say... 2K, here's the thing, right? They've put effort in. The problem is, effort without knowledge means that you get a very crap game. Okay, so let's see if they've got any of those blue dots. They used to have blue dots with new stuff they'd added. Now, again, I can't remember, honestly, anything that was on this game, so if you see something and you're like, that looks brand new, drop it in the comments. I actually think the Rock looks fine, but then I'm looking at this Rock. I don't like the other Rock, but this Rock looks great. Obviously, loads and loads of entrances to go through. Still no addition to the NWO Hulk Hogan. I really didn't think it'd be that hard for them to add another Hulk Hogan entrance either. That's the stupidest part of all of this. So it doesn't look like there's any new ones that I can see. Okay, just to explain to you guys as well. So the reason that that Dude Love isn't on this game in terms of Dude Love's entrance, they don't name his entrance Dude Love or Cactus Jack. The reason they don't do that is because Cactus Jack and Dude Love are owned by Mick Foley. He owns those character names. He created them. He's the owner. WWE would, I guess, would have to pay to get those into the game, which is why they don't do it. That's why they rename it something else. So stupid, but that's why they do it. What's Steve Austin ATV? Is this the one where he... Is this the... Oh, okay. That's kind of the thing that The Rock would actually do as well with Stone Cold's vehicle back in the day. Sting 99. I'm assuming that's the... Wait, wasn't the 99 one the Wolfpack entrance? Okay, it doesn't look then like there's any new ones. Oh wait, I don't remember those. I'm not sure if you guys have seen them, but I don't remember there being an Undertaker Big Evil with no bike. I just don't ever remember them describing it like that. So there you go. That looks like all of them. So, I don't know. For me, I thought this one was new. Let's have a look at some of the others. Let's see what champion motions there are. Steve Austin 96 champion. That one I definitely don't remember. Green lights. Oh, okay. I don't remember this Steve Austin being on the game. I definitely don't remember the Ringmaster's entrance being put on the game. Yeah, that's the Ringmaster. Here's the thing. What I'm going to do is I'm going to be Stone Cold and I'm going to look at the Ringmaster. I don't remember the Ringmaster being in there. So that might actually be a new entrance that we've seen in the game. There's two belts and they look exactly the same. Oh, great. Sounds good. Sounds typical. Okay, so... So it looks like there's a new... Well, there's a new champion motion. Because I've never seen Stone Cold 96 ever on the game. I don't know why he looks so sad, but... Okay, what I'm interested in is to know if they've added the Ringmaster's music as well. Let's see what music's on here then. I'm assuming there isn't any extra music on the game. Glam Rock Johnny Gargano. I don't know what that is. Okay, so there's no Ringmaster music, which is interesting. Let's see if there are any new additions to the videos. Nah, it's not looking like there's any new video on here. Steve Austin still has Steve Austin. There you go. So there's a couple of little additions that I hadn't noticed before. Yeah, Kerry's saying they did like the racial stereotyping for the DLC. Not sure that was a smart move, but they did. Let's have a look at teams then. Let's see if they've added any team stuff. Just go to one of my teams that I've created. Start with tag and then we'll do trios. The other thing I'm interested to know is if in the preview they actually use the default attire that I've set. Obviously I've made custom outfits for the NWO. It'd be nice if I could actually watch them come down to the ring. Wow, it's managed to reset everything apparently. So maybe have a look at this. I created my NWO entrance and this has completely reset the whole thing. So it'd be interesting if you guys could check that. See if that's happened to you guys as well. I'm actually annoyed that it's done that. It's reset all of... everything I've got. It's changed. Also, so that you guys know, I created my own NWO Titantron. It was actually for Hogan, but I don't like using the outsiders for these two. So this is the Titantron that I created for Hogan. Again, I wish you could upload these. I'm actually very proud of my Hogan one. I think it looks really cool, but... I've also got a Macho Man version as well. I'm going to check about that. I will check, see if they've added the trio entrance. So the Titantron needs to be the outsiders. So basically, Aleister Black, that gives you the NWO like black and white everywhere as well, which is really cool. Don't know why it didn't save that. So just the plain simple commentary then. I'm not really surprised. That's stupid, isn't it, that they didn't add the commentary. Okay, let's try the trio and see what they've added for trio entrances. I don't think they've added anything for the tags. Okay, so my trio one has saved fine. So I've had to use trio 4. Let's see if they've added anything else. Nope. It doesn't look like they have. Still not bothered touching the NWO. So this is the one I've made that you're watching in front of you. It's not great because you've got Hogan jumping up and down like an idiot. So there you go. They haven't added any new entrances, but they've added a motion for the Ringmaster, which is kind of interesting. I don't get why they don't add loads of entrances. I really don't. There are so many they could make. There are so many like classic ones they could add. I'd love them to start adding like WrestleMania entrances as well, because obviously people like Shawn Michaels he has a couple where he's had some really special WrestleMania entrances. I'd love them to add that to the game. Just give some of these guys like a bit more variety in the entrances they have. I can't imagine the animations are that hard or that memory driven that they can't add them. But it would be really cool if they did that. So we've had a look at all this stuff. I mean, we know now that they've added a couple of things, basically. They have added some stuff behind the scenes, and we've managed to find that so far. I'm going to give you guys maybe another 5 minutes. We've been on here a while now doing the part 1 and 2. I don't want to overstay my welcome. So if there's anything else that you can think of, let's leave comments. Let me know now, and we can check them. Other than that, I'm going to give it a few more minutes. If we don't find anything else, then I'm going to finish here. We've got, obviously, the originals I haven't uploaded. I'm not going to do that. I'm really not bothered about that stuff. Universe mode, is there anything in universe mode that you guys haven't seen? I literally don't play universe mode. I haven't played it in 2K20. Just so you guys know, I do play 2K19, but I don't play 2K20. So as you can see, like, everything is literally as it was at the beginning. But if you want to see anything, let me know. And I can have a look and try stuff out. Can you change the material for masks? I don't know, let's see. I'm pretty sure that Lance Storm wore a mask once, so I'm going to take him. Yeah, so as you can see, I've got a Nation of Domination version of Mark Henry that I've created. Farouk was on his way, but I think I've spelled his name wrong. I'm sure it's double A in Farouk, but like I said, I was quickly saving it because I haven't finished him up. A lot of these guys I'm going to go back and revisit, maybe. It depends if they if they fix the game, then I'm going to go back and finish off these guys and make them better. I wasn't happy with my Lance Storm at all because of the face scan stuff. It ruined the way that he looked. Again, like I said, I'm going to go back and sort all of these out. But for now, let's have a look if I can give him a mask. I'm probably in the wrong section here. There we go. They've actually put the WWE name on that logo on it. That looks so stupid. Yep. I mean, it's saying that you can, but it doesn't look... I mean, you be the judge of it yourself, but it doesn't look like it's changing to me. I'm trying to use glitter because that's usually the one that's like the most obvious change. Yeah, this doesn't look like you can. I mean, it certainly acts as though it's letting you change it, but it looks no different to me. So there you go. You can't do that. We all thought that they would fix this whole game. How wrong we were. So yeah, what happened with my Disciple, you could see earlier that when I uploaded him, he had his hair dyed. and then it reset. But this is my disciple. I still don't get why you can't add beards onto these guys. Obviously, if he had a beard, it would look great. He would be brilliant. Even without the hair dye, he would look better. I just wish you could add beards. Like, why you can't change hair on the original scans, I don't know. The hair is added later anyway, so there's no excuse for them not allowing you to be able to change the hairstyles of current wrestlers and stuff like that. Is there anybody... I'm trying to think if any of the guys I've created I would actually want to edit again anyway. I want to look at him because Mark Henry's his hat would mess up every time I created it. Look at his right leg. Can you see how it's see-through there? Look in between the knee pad and his outfit. Look. You can see like invisible areas. I don't know what that's all about. Let's try and get a little bit too close to his midsection. Look at that. I've never noticed that before with him. That they actually look like maybe there was tape or something on his knee. I don't know, but that's really bad. I hope that's not on his actual in-game model, but that looks like it is part of his in-game model. So there's a big error there. Let's see if when I do it here you can see it. Yeah, I can still see it. Okay, so it's kept the at least it's actually kept. Nope, it's deleted the color again. So that you could see that white on his hat should have been green. I'm worried about his legs because I'm not playing with a guy if he's got invisible legs. That is ridiculous. I don't know why that's happening. So weird. Why is that not? It's not even changing. So it knows that the colour's there. Let's go to cap. Nope, it won't let me change that. That's so weird that it won't let me change it. Okay, I'm going to guess that it's this one. Yeah. So what will happen is I'll change this colour just so that you know, and then what will happen is it will reset it again. I'm just basically guessing off of memory what it would look like. I think that's about the right colour. Just want to save that. So if we go back in, let's see if it's worked now. Yeah, again it reset. I don't know why it's doing it, but it keeps resetting the colour. So I can't have his actual hat on the game now. It's ridiculous. Mark Henry's legs are weird though, guys. Really, really weird. The flag designs. Can you change transparency? Probably not. You can't do transparency on the arena stuff either. They've really got some weird stuff. I'll try it though. Let's try this attire stuff, and then I think after this I'm going to call it a day. Unless, of course, if people come in and ask me stuff. Let's edit Scott, because I've done his outfit and I'm happy with his. His looks good. His has more or less stayed exactly how I wanted it to. So what you were saying, what about the flag designs? All right. Let's add it to this like plain part on the back of his jacket. See what happens. Alright, it's appearing here, but let's just add like I mean, let's be fair, he is American, so I'm going to stick that in. So you're saying that the opacity... Okay, so the opacity works for it. So you can change the transparency on the flag. Are you saying that I need to save this now? And then come back in? Yeah, it's there, look. It is, well, you can certainly see it in the picture. Oh, there you go. So it's reset. So that's a problem. Typical of this game. Certainly don't want anything to do with that. Okay, so well, what we know is that there's still a bunch of creation stuff that needs fixing. The main problem is that you cannot upload new arenas. That is the biggest problem that I've had with this game, is just the poor nature of design. Create arena mode has just been neglected since day one, which is just such a shame. For someone like me, whose biggest creation mode is create an arena, that obviously causes a problem. It means that I'm not going to be playing the game. There's just no need for me to play this game until they sort out create an arena mode. Other than that, they've done a couple of good things. There's still a load of problems with it. I still think the game is trash. I wouldn't recommend buying this to anyone. I would just wait until next year, save your money, and then hopefully next year they'll, after WE have a go at them about the low sales figures, hopefully they'll have a bit of more of an argument to say, well, we've got to add more back into the game that we used to have. I don't think they will. I'm not getting my hopes up. I don't have much faith in 2K as a company. Certainly Visual Concepts, I don't have any faith in them. I did find a couple of months ago, I had a look and found a lot of job advertisements for Visual Concepts. They are hiring a heck of a lot of people. I'm not sure if they filled all the positions, but there were 15 positions. That's 15 positions that they're actually looking for. And for a lot of it was WE based, because I read the job description. So they are looking to build a bigger team, and I think that is the problem. They haven't got a big enough team working on the game, and the guys that they probably had were probably being overworked and just didn't have enough energy or capability to be able to do everything in time for the game's launch. Until they've hired a full team, I don't think that this game's going to get any better. I know they fixed a lot of stuff now, but it's taken them like 6 months almost, and that is unforgivable for me. So I'm going to see how it is. There's another patch to come. We know that there's going to be at least one more with the next DLC launch. So let's just hope that that final patch gives us a load of fixes and workarounds. But as for now, we know that they've created loads of problems in the game. And for me personally, the game is unplayable because I can't create stuff. It's great that they've added some little new things. I love that they've added the Ringmaster's title entrance. I love that they've added the television title front faceplate entrance. The faceplate for the title, sorry. That's really cool. But the fact that they didn't add the 24/7 faceplate, they didn't add any of the other new titles that they've got, that just makes it a real big missed opportunity for me. Hopefully they'll add it at some point, but I doubt it highly. So that's it, guys. I'm going to be done for today. Thank you so much for sticking with me, for watching the videos. I hope that you've had some of the answers that you were looking for. If not, comment on the videos. Let me know what I can look for, and maybe I'll even check after this video's done, and we'll see what else we can find on this trashy game. But thanks for watching. I'm X Harper. This is WWE2K20, the biggest pile of crap of a wrestling game that we've ever seen in the series. And I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.